massive cleanup operation against organized crime is underway in South Africa's economic hub, Johannesburg.
Following a shooting incident that claimed 3 lives and left 4 injured at a Sandton restaurant in Johannesburg last night.
Provincial Police Commissioner Tommy Mtombeni is leading a crime-fighting operation in Johannesburg today.
Johannesburg, a city of opportunity, energy, and growth, but also one of the most dangerous urban centers in the world. Every day, residents navigate a reality shaped by crime, inequality, and the lingering legacy of apartheid. In no other South African city is the gap between rich and poor more visible or more physically enforced. Here, safety isn't guaranteed, it's purchased. In the northern suburbs, life is defined by electric fences, biometric access, and armed response teams on standby. Sandton, Houghton, Rosebank, these are some of the most affluent areas in the country, and they are protected like fortresses. Residents rarely rely on public policing. Instead, they hire private security companies, some of the most advanced in the world. The private security industry in South Africa is massive. With more than 9,000 companies and over 500,000 registered security officers, the private sector outnumbers the national police force by more than 2 to 1. It's one of the largest private security industries on the planet. Why has it grown so large? The answer lies in fear and in trust, or rather, the lack of it. In many areas, the South African police service is seen as underfunded, slow, and in some cases, corrupt.
It seems that a police officer in Johannesburg has been caught on camera asking a motorist for a bribe. The video has been uploaded online and is spreading fast. In the footage, you can see the police officer asking for a 200 rand bribe.
Give me money. Money.
Response times can be inconsistent, and investigations often drag on with little resolution. For those who can afford it, the solution is simple: outsource protection. We operate 24/7, armed response perimeter checks, CCTV monitoring, panic alerts. We don't wait for the police, says one veteran private guard. These security companies are not your average patrol service. They're highly coordinated, deeply embedded in the neighborhoods they serve, and increasingly tech-driven. Some companies use thermal imaging cameras, drone patrols, license plate recognition, and private intelligence networks. Others offer AI-powered alarm systems, digital panic buttons linked to mobile apps, and real-time incident reporting through community group chats. In many gated communities, the level of surveillance and access control is comparable to a military base. Visitors must be pre-approved, IDs are scanned, cars are recorded, every angle is watched. But while some live behind high walls, others live without walls at all. Just across the highway from Sandton lies Alexandra, one of Johannesburg's oldest and most underdeveloped townships. Here, homes are packed tightly together, built from sheet metal and brick. Unemployment is high, services are limited, and security, it's nearly non-existent. We call the police. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. But there's no private security here. We protect ourselves, says a local resident. The contrast couldn't be starker. In one part of the city, protection is proactive, immediate, and customized. In the other, it's reactive at best, and often absent. This divide raises uncomfortable questions. What does it mean when safety is no longer a public right, but a private service? When police are seen as a backup and private guards are the first line of defense? In some communities, residents have taken matters into their own hands, forming neighborhood watch groups, patrolling the streets with radios and flashlights. Others rely on informal justice, with community leaders mediating disputes and identifying threats. These grassroots efforts are born from necessity, not choice. Meanwhile, the private security industry continues to grow. As crime remains high and trust in public institutions remains low, companies are expanding their services, offering not just protection, but lifestyle peace of mind. Some even provide VIP escorts, armored transport, and threat assessments for traveling abroad. Clients want peace of mind. They know we'll respond in 3 minutes. That kind of reliability builds trust, and that's why we thrive, says the owner of one major firm. But this growing reliance on privatized security is not without consequences. Critics argue that the system reinforces inequality, that it divides cities into zones of safety and danger, that it undermines the role of the state in providing equal protection for all citizens, and that it creates a dangerous precedent: the normalization of gated living and privatized justice. Johannesburg is not alone in this trend, but it may be the clearest example of it.
In responding to crime, did the police come when you call them? They come afterwards.
When they shoot, and they come quicker. But if you somebody stand, they don't want it. So you guys were that safe.
A city where the walls grow higher every year, where trust is built through contracts, not communities, and where those without resources are left exposed, not just to criminals, but to a system that has priced them out of protection. In the end, this isn't just a story about crime. It's a story about who gets to feel safe and who doesn't, about the choices we make when the state no longer guarantees security, and about what happens when the line between public duty and private profit begins to blur. Thanks for watching. If this documentary gave you a deeper understanding of the security landscape in Johannesburg, hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What would you do if your safety depended on your income? Be safe.